So I told you guys a million times, man, the gangs in Chicago, they stay killing neutrons like they're ops. It's like they're at war with neutrons. I mean, they're just pulling up on neutrons, shooting them up, and these people are not doing anything. There was a story that I didn't report on at the time, but there was a guy named Carnell Tate. He's actually a freshman in Ohio State's football program. He's like a standout freshman. His mom was a 41-year-old woman named Ashley Griggs, and she was killed. She was shot 10 times. Now, this case is not over yet, so the charges at this point are just allegations. But they've charged two guys with the murder of this woman. These guys are from a set of Four Corner Hustlers on the west side. These guys are Hispanic, but there's a set over there over by Madison and Mason. And it's a set called TMB. I'll talk about them in a second. They also go by Trench Mob. Prosecutors say that a man is on bail for illegally possessing a machine gun. And that guy shot 5 people and accidentally shot one of his accomplices during a drive-by on Chicago's west side last month. And I told you guys, man, this is not unusual for Chicago. This type of thing is typical. Guys shooting their own homies. This isn't the first time I've reported on somebody shooting their own homie on a drive-by, along with innocent people. Okay, so the guy's street name is JR007, and the other guy's street name, I think, is actually TB. And the other guy who's charged with this, I actually think, is an Eagle. The set that said TMB or Trench Mob, it's like Eagles and Spanish Four Corner Hustlers clicked up, and there's actually Black and Latino members in this set. They're, I think, from West Garfield Park. So the one guy's 22, JR007 is 22, and the other guy, whose street name I think is TB, is 23. They're each charged with 1 count of first-degree murder and 4 counts of attempted first-degree murder. So they're both being held without bail. So JR007 is the 17th person accused of shooting, killing, or trying to shoot or kill someone in Chicago this year while awaiting trial for a felony. The cases involve at least 28 victims, 9 of whom died. So the events, this is being reported by CWB Chicago, began on July 16th when JR007 and his homie and a third person who's still out there, who hasn't been caught yet, saw the victims shooting dice over by Washington and Pulaski. Now, what Carnell Tate's mom was doing out there, to be honest with you, I doubt she was shooting dice over there. She was probably just over there. But prosecutors explained in a written proffer provided by the Cook County State's Attorney's Office that about 2:24 a.m., the person still at large drove both of these men back to the same block to look for the victims. So why they were over there looking for these particular people, I don't know. But prosecutors did not explain why they went back to look for the group. So as they rolled down the block in a silver Infinity, JR007 and the other guy, who again, I'm not sure about the other guy's name, I think it's TB, allegedly opened fire on the crowd from the car's passenger windows. Okay, so Ashley was shot 10 times in the head. Okay, so they shot, oh, bro, this was not like one shot that just, landed on her. They hit her 10 headshots. Okay, so she died. Obviously, 10 headshots. I've never heard of a person surviving that many headshots. So surviving non-fatal gunshot wounds were a 40-year-old woman and men ages 38, 39, and 42. So you see the ages of these people? Like, I highly doubt any of these people were ops. So JR007 unintentionally shot his homie, the guy TB, in the arm during the drive-by. And the Infinity's driver took him to a Humboldt Park Health Center for treatment. So Chicago police found video of the shooting and the car's trip to the hospital. Inside the vehicle, they found one of the guy's phone, blood, and a shell casing that matched some of the 22 casings that were discharged at the crime scene. JR007's pending felony case began in the suburbs early in June of 2022. Police responded to a suspicious person call and saw him walk into a yard where they knew he did not live. And cops allegedly found a loaded handgun equipped with an automatic fire switch in his waistband. So he, I think, is a Four Corner Hustler. If you see his tattoos, he's got the 438. That's 4CH. Okay, and then he's also got the Roman numerals that stand for TMB. So the judge ordered him to pay a $2,000 bail deposit to get out of jail on June 4th. He had no other criminal background, so TB was adjudicated delinquent as a juvenile for aggravated discharge of a firearm. He was convicted of aggravated unlawful use of a weapon in 2019 and is currently on probation for a felony drug charge. So, anyways, getting on to their gang affiliations, the TMB stands for Terror Money Bankroll. And I'm putting up some pics of them here. The one guy in this pic, the guy on the right, I don't think that dude, I don't think was involved in this. I'm not sure. But the other guy, you see the TMB, Terror Money Bankroll. And they also go by Trench Mob. They're clicked up, I think, with the Royals too. With the Royals, with the Eagles. The Eagles is a gang by me in Lakeview. That's a gang by Lakeview High School, but I think they're. I didn't know that they have any in Garfield Park, but I don't know. Apparently, there's some of them over there. I think some of them do claim that, but I think the majority of them are Spanish Four Corner Hustlers. So the guy TB, I think, is an Eagle, and the other guy JR007, I think, is a Spanish Four Corner Hustler. But they had one member who was a black guy. I think his name was Sosa, who actually he died. I think he's deceased, and then I don't know how many other dead homies they've got. I don't have enough information on that set to do like a full video on them like I did on MBlog, I have to admit. But they did like some interviews and stuff, and it was mostly just like generic questions. It wasn't too much stuff about the streets. So the name Trench Mob, it came from Sosa. He went by Sosa Corleone, and it might be a different Sosa who's dead. I don't know if this guy's still dead or alive, to be honest with you. But it was two separate cliques. One was called Tony Mob. That was Tony was a friend of Sosa's who died, and the other one was called Terror Money. And Terror Money was like JR007's clique. So those two like sets clicked up and formed Trench Mob TMB, Terror Money Bankroll. So, anyways, who they were sliding on, who they were trying to kill, I don't know. These dudes all were older than them, but it's another prime example though of why like civilians should never be hanging out like on the block. You know what I'm saying? In some of these neighborhoods. I mean, Garfield Park, that's just the reality of it, man. Like how many innocent people, like that other woman, that other gorgeous, beautiful 21-year-old that I was reporting on like a couple weeks ago. They were just at a birthday party or whatever outside. You know, you're hanging out outside on the west side. Your odds of getting shot up are like through the roof. You know, so anyways, yeah, I would not do that. Dice games, birthday parties late at night, like it's just. But why these dudes went over there, I don't know, man. I don't know why they were blowing at them. Rest in peace and condolences to Carnell Tate, man. I hope he, can, continue with his career over there at Ohio State and maybe go on to the NFL. But yeah, it's just another tragic example, man, of why these guys, who a lot of you guys look up to, man. A lot of you guys will be looking up to these gang members. They're out here killing innocent people left and right, bro. Like, they make this stuff look good for the internet or whatever. But in real life, the same people that get mad, like, at, like, non-gang members for killing innocent people. Okay, like, if a regular dude, like, just kills an innocent person, like, on some love triangle stuff or whatever, or, then, if the cops obviously kill an innocent person, like, I see a lot of dudes getting, like, really mad at them. And then these same dudes look up to gang members that are out here killing innocent people the same way, like, or for even like worse reasons, or like even more innocent people than the other guys killed. So it's all hypocrisy, bro. But anyways, man, use extra caution out there, guys, especially if you're on that Wild West side. It is the highest murder rate part of the city for a reason, and everybody over there should not be hanging out on the block. Please. Your boy Winnie C. Report. I'm out.